Hey there, I'm Evangeline right here at Etrailer. Today we're taking a look at how the Inno Quick Base System with the cargo box fits on our 2025 Kia Sportage. This is a system that I actually bring on my own road trips and quick trips with friends and family because this fits into a 2-inch hitch receiver. It provides a lot of space. You can load this up with all types of cargo. It is lockable. And when you have something in here that you want to make sure is nice and secure, but you don't want to have to deal with loading it up into your hatch, or maybe you don't have enough space in your Sportage, this is something that you can add onto your hitch real quick. This is a modular system, meaning you can remove the box if you have your quick base platform, which is also what we have here. So when you bring these down, press those levers, bring those levers down, you can then take off the box, have access to the platform. This is something that I would recommend if you want to utilize the 150 pounds capacity of the platform, but if you're using the box on top of it, you then go down to 110 pound capacity, which is still a lot when you have this loaded up with things like suitcases and bulkier but lighter items. This whole system does tilt away as well. You have this lever over here. When you pull this lever, you can bring this all down, and that is something that if on other vehicles you want to access your hatch, you could put in that position. But I've got a surprise for you. Even in the regular drive position, you actually still have enough clearance for the hatch. Well, it looks like it comes close. There's actually plenty of space there. You can get in here. The other items that you may be bringing on your trip, things that you may want inside your vehicle, you can put right in here. And then you still have all this other cargo space over there on your hitch. This was my favorite thing with the combination of this product with the Sportage. But let's talk about some specs and measurements real quick. First is how much length is this going to add to the back of the Sportage? Well, if I go over there to our plastic bumper to the end of the carrier, let's go over here by the lever or that handle. That's going to be 39 inches, which is on the larger side. I myself own a Seltos, which is a bit smaller. So whenever I have this on here, I try to park in spots where this can go up over the curb or into the grassy area, just because then I don't want it sitting up and all in the way. Something you actually can do is you can remove the box and move this up into the fully compact position. If you want to keep the box on, looking up over here, sometimes you can fold the whole system into the angled position, but here on the Sportage, you're not going to make it without making contact. So that is something to keep in mind when you are driving around. Another thing is to be mindful of your ground clearance. So let's compare our hitch receiver to the ground, and that sits at 12.5 inches. And then compare the end of our box to the ground, and that sits at around 17.5 inches. You have a little bump stop over here at 16 inches. So there is this slight rise, which means when you go up steep inclines, go over speed bumps or potholes, this will minimize your risk of dragging down on the ground. Now when you do weight this down, there may be a little bit of movement down there on the hitch receiver, but this will still sit a little higher than your hitch, so hopefully you're not bottoming out too much. Another thing is, this is what it's going to look like for the people driving behind you. They're going to see this big old box on your hitch, but you will still have your window visible, your taillights are visible. Now your license plate is going to be covered, and your backup camera does sit right there where the Inno logo is on the box. So you are going to have pretty limited visibility through the backup camera. Good news is, with a 360 view, you'll still have a view from your side mirrors of things around you, and that should help out a lot with that limited visibility. Last thing is, with the Sportage, it does have an emergency braking assistance, so just be mindful of that it will think you have something behind your vehicle when you first start things up. So just go past that, step on the brake, and that will cancel that out, and you will be able to continue backing up even with this box on. Other than that, if you're looking for a good way to expand your cargo space, make things a lot easier for yourself, maybe you have your athletic stuff like your rope or your hiking packs or your shoes, this is a great spot to put it so that you're not dirtying up the interior of your vehicle. Or if you just need more space and you want something that's modular, you can switch this out for a bike rack, for a ski and snowboard carrier, use it on its own as a platform. I really like the Inno Quick Base System. You can check that one out here at Etrailer, the full demo for that. And if you are using this, have any questions about this, or have other modular parts that you prefer over the box, please let me know right here in the comments or leave a review on our website. I'd love to see how the Inno Quick Base System treats you. But today, what you saw was our Inno Quick Base System with the cargo carrier on top of the platform for your 2-inch hitches right here on our 2025 Kia Sportage.